Hello and welcome. My name is Anna Gautier. I am International Admissions and Recruitment Officer at Carleton University with undergraduate international admissions. And today we're going to talk about how to apply, so how to submit your application and what documents would be required for admission to our programs if you're studying in the Caribbean islands. So you're doing 5th and 6th form, so you will be presenting your CSEC and CAPE results. We are delighted that you're considering Carleton University as your one of your institutions, perhaps for undergraduate programs. So of course, we have lots to offer. There are 22 undergraduate programs for you to choose from. We are located in the beautiful capital of Canada, city of Ottawa. Our location is between the river and the canal, and we have our own kind of campus, well defined on the city. In the city of Ottawa. Our faculty are amazing teachers and researchers. They are winning awards every year for their accomplishments. We are very proud to offer students a lot of employment opportunities with their studies that come in the forms of co-op, internship, fieldwork, practicums, and opportunities internationally if you're looking for exchange or study abroad options. So co-op are probably the biggest option that students would pursue, and within our 22 undergraduate programs with about 130 different streams, majors, and combinations, over 100 of them have co-op opportunities, so do consider that. And of course, when you become Carleton student, you will be part of a very welcoming, caring community. And lots of support will be available with your with academics, with your life on campus, anything you need. We do have an office specialist and professional students and staff who will be supporting you all the way. So you are applying to us. What do you need to know? So the best way to go about it would be to go to our website, so Carleton website, Undergraduate Admissions International, and we do have a very nice table there where you can put your educational background. In your case, it is international high school. Your curriculum is CAPE. That's kind of minimum what's required. And then you can select from the drop box your program of interest. When you click details, it will show you exactly what is required for your specific programs in terms of prerequisites. So when we look at students applying to us from the Caribbean islands, we're looking at least 5 CSEC subjects. You typically have more, that's great. So we will look at 5 of them minimum, but we may consider more. We're looking at CAPE results. So when you will be applying to us, most of you will have completed your first year, so your lower CAPE or lower 6th form already. So you will be able to present those results, exam results to us, and you will be in your 2nd year, at which point you do not have your final results yet, but your school should be able to provide us with the transcript showing your marks in progress. So things to consider here. So when I'm looking at the prerequisites for the program, for example, we're looking at Bachelor of Commerce or Bachelor of International Business, the prerequisite would be mathematics. What it means is that if you have taken mathematics at CAPE or you're taking mathematics at CAPE and you have taken mathematics at CSEC, the mathematics that is required would be from CAPE. And if we cannot, even if your grade is better at CSEC, we're still going to look at CAPE because that's the higher level in the subjects that we're looking for. So the most important thing to keep in mind is when you're applying, we will be looking at your overall average. So all your marks matter. And also we will look at those specific subjects prerequisites and the marks in those subjects, those matter as well. And majority of programs, for majority of programs, admission decisions are made just exclusively on your marks. We don't require anything else. That said, of course, there are several programs that will require additional documents. If you're applying, for example, to architectural studies, you would need portfolio. If you're applying for Bachelor of Music, you need to provide audition piece. So just be aware of those and do check how to submit those. So back to prerequisites a little bit. When we talk about prerequisites, they must be at CAPE level. Where it's really important is when you are looking at programs that require mathematics. Mathematics is always must be at CAPE level. It could be integrated, could be pure math. So depends on what you're taking. If you're looking at engineering specifically, math, integrated or pure, as well as physics, must be CAPE. Chemistry is required for engineering as well as a subject, but it could be CAPE or could be CSEC. So we will look at either one that's available. In subject areas or in programs where English is a prerequisite, listed as a prerequisite, for example, for Bachelor of Arts or Bachelor of Journalism, English is listed as a prerequisite. And sometimes I know a lot of students will not take English at CAPE. You will have communications built in, but English is by choice and not everyone will choose it. That's fine. In this case, we can still look at your CSEC English. The mark will have to be 1 or 2 to meet the prerequisite. Now, for students who would complete 2-unit CAPE subjects, they will be eligible to receive transfer credit or advanced standing. You will hear both terms. What it means is that you have completed, for example, English 2-unit subject, you will receive an advanced standing. So credit will go on your academic record with Carleton University, and that means you will have less credits to complete at Carleton. The minimum grade that is required for that transfer credit to happen is 3. So 3, 2, or 1, one of those will earn you a transfer credit, and it has to be a 2-unit subject. And the minimum we can consider 3 subjects, 3 2-unit subjects. Those decisions are typically made when we receive your final marks sometime in July. So how to go about submitting your application? There are 2 ways to apply to us. You can go through the Ontario University's Application Center, or uac.ca. This is a unified application, kind of like Common App in US, where with one application you can submit, you can apply to several universities, or you can go directly through Carleton website. And I will talk in a second about what application to use for you. So the second step would be, once you have submitted your application, the next step is to upload your documents. So your CSEC results, your CAPE Year 1 results, and your marks in progress from your school as your teachers have granted them. Once that's done, your application is considered complete, and then it's our job as admissions officers to review your application and to make the decision. If anything would be required from you in addition, we will ask you, you will receive an email telling you that an additional document is required. So just monitor your email and monitor your application to see when decision is made. So if you're applying through the Ontario University's application center, that's a good platform if you are applying to more than one university in the province of Ontario. As you know, we have about 24 universities here in the province. So if you're applying to several of us, absolutely use OUAC. It's best. It's the same fee to apply to 3 institutions. If you want to apply to more than 3, there will be additional fee, but it's still best to use this platform. Also, if you are a Canadian citizen or permanent resident in Canada living abroad, you have to use this application. This is the requirement from the government of Ontario to use this application. In all other cases, if you are an international student, you are not Canadian citizen or permanent resident, you are applying just to Carleton, perhaps in the province of Ontario, maybe you're applying to other institutions in other places in Canada, that's fine. But if you're applying to Carleton in Ontario or just one institution, probably it is best to use direct application, and you can select 2 choices on that application, and the application fee is slightly lower. Regardless of how you apply, both applications are treated equally. So do not think that one is better than the other. They both are great. It's just this is how we have it available for different categories of our applicants. The deadline to submit this application, both applications, for majority of our programs is April 1st. Now, several programs that do require additional documents would close on March 1st, so about a month earlier. That would be architectural studies, industrial design, Bachelor of Humanities, Bachelor of Information Technology, interactive multimedia design program, Bachelor of Music, and Bachelor of Social Work. The reason why they have earlier deadline is because they do have additional documents that need to be submitted, and the committees will review those. So for architectural studies, humanities, industrial design, and interactive multimedia design through the Bachelor of Information Technology, these 4 programs require portfolio. So make sure to go to our website and check how to submit those portfolios. That's very important. And of course, the deadline is March 1st. For Bachelor of Music, you would have to submit an audition piece. Again, go to the website, learn how to record it, what would be the format, how to submit it. And for Bachelor of Social Work, there is a supplementary application that you would need to present. Now, going back to what would be the requirement in terms of actual documents when you have submitted your application, and actually with the application itself, you can upload documents right away. So we will be looking for you at your CSEC results, the official results as issued by CXC. You can just, take a picture of it and upload it to our website. We would need to see your CAPE results year 1. So again, official as issued by CXC. And then for your second year CAPE, anything you enrolled in would come to us in the form of a transcript. So you will have to ask your school to give you a transcript, so record of your studies showing what courses you enrolled in, what grade you have in your first half of the year or your first term, as well as predicted grades if that's what school is issuing to you. And of course, at some point, all final results will be required for you because you will be writing your CAPES, your second year CAPES sometime in May, June. We will receive those results later in August, and that's fine. We know about that. So kind of looking at more general timeline for your admission, you have submitted your application very shortly. Within a few days, you should be receiving an acknowledgement, so an email saying that we received your application, and you will know what documents to submit. This acknowledgement will come either way if you applied through OUAC or if you applied directly. Once you have received that acknowledgement and you know what documents to submit, say you have them already saved on your computer, then you go to our website directly to Carleton 360. And this is where you upload your documents. Regardless of how you applied, you will be directed to upload your documents directly on our website. We have something called rolling admission. What it means is that we review documents and issue offers as files become complete. So if your full package of documents that we require for the decision is available at the end of February or at the end of January, your decision will be in February. If you are still thinking about it, maybe you don't have a document yet you need, if it comes later, then the decision will be done later. So it is very important to submit your documents as soon as you can, because then you will have your decision a little bit earlier. And of course, if we look at your file and we see that something is missing, if we're looking for another document, we will add it to your file and you will receive an email saying, hey, there's been a change to your application. Please go in and check it out, what is required, so you can submit that additional document. So absolutely monitor your Carleton 360 account. There will be a deadline by which you have to accept your offer. That would be on the offer of admission. So our offers are conditional. So still make sure that you will accept your offer by the deadline, because at some point in May, the programs will start closed. So if you have not accepted your offer, you may not be able to do it at a later date. Also, pay attention to what is on the offer of admission, because it will also have information about scholarships, if you've been granted any, and offer of residence. That's a guaranteed offer of residence for students who are coming to us out of high school, so out of CAPE. And you will have a deadline there in this year. It is June 8th, by which you have to accept that offer of residence, so to tell us that you actually want that room in residence. After you have accepted your offer, there will be several emails from different departments about instructing you what the next steps are. Of course, the most important will be the residence, and the next one would be registration for courses. So you will be given detailed orientation on how to choose your courses, where to register, how to go about it. That's typically happens at the end of June. And of course, once you are done with your high school studies, you have set for your exams, just make sure that you will provide those final exams whenever exam results, whenever they become available, sometimes in July, sometimes in August for CAPE. And just to give you kind of a bit of a caveat here, we do know that over the last couple of years, there's been a delay with the release of CAPE results. So we will work with all students. You will not lose admission because of something that will be outside of your control. So we'll keep an eye on the timeline there, and we'll hope that next year everything will be on time. But if it's not, we will work with you on that. So just to kind of reiterate here that in the offer, you will have confirmation what program you have been admitted to. And if you have applied to more than one program to us, it will also tell you what is the status of that program, if you're eligible for it or if you're not eligible. There will be scholarship information. If you have been granted any, it will be right on the offer of admission. It will be confirmation that you have a place in residence, and the deadlines, of course, to accept your offer and to do other things that may be required. Now, make sure that you apply for a study permit as soon as you receive your offer of admission. We do know that it sometimes takes a bit of time, several months sometimes to do so, to get the study permit. So make sure that you do not delay this process. Submit your application as soon as you can. We do not reissue your offer. So even if we have received your final result sometime in August, we're not going to send you a new offer. So your conditional offer is completely fine to apply for study permit. Canadian Immigration Agency knows really well how offers look like, and they know that majority of them are conditional. So there is absolutely no need to wait for any other offers. There will be no other offers. We do give you conditional offer, and that's the offer you receive. And then we lift the condition once we have received your final grades, and we do not reissue a new offer. So the entrance scholarship will be automatically calculated for you. So you do not need to apply for it. You don't need to tell us you want it. You will be considered for it just based on your grades, and you will see it on the offer of admission. Keep in mind that it is renewable. What it means is that if you continue to study well, it will be added to your account each year, and it is regainable. If in a year your marks may have slipped lower and you are not getting the scholarship for that year, if your marks go back up the following year, it will be granted to you again. So the best way to have all your concerns addressed, all your questions answered, is to keep in touch with us. So the best way would be to join live chat that we have Monday to Friday from 9 to 4 Eastern Standard Time. So, check out what it is on your island, what the time difference there. But you just go to our website, jump in the chat, and you ask a question. One of us will get to that question right away. We also have several international students that are happy to chat with you and give you their unscripted peer perspective on Carleton and life at Carleton, so you can ask questions. That's also available on our website. You just click on the student you would like to chat with and ask your questions. We also do one-on-one meetings, so myself and my colleagues will meet with you and your family if needed, and we can talk about your situation, your documents, and the processes. So you have to book the time in the calendar, so just go to our website and kind of click on the link to book that time. And of course, a very good opportunity to get to know us is to go through the campus tour. There are several available online. Just go and take a look, make sure that you take this opportunity to learn a little bit more about us. And of course, the best way, to get in touch with us if you have any questions would be through the email. international@carleton.ca is our general line, but you can definitely get in touch with any of us directly. Our emails are on the website. Do reach out through the social media. And of course, Carleton 360 is the portal where you will be connected to all information required through your application and admission process. So this would be it for me today. Thank you very much for listening and joining me for this session, and have a lovely day.